Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the world. So, today it is October 5th, 2015, if that's the correct year. I believe it is. So, today I know it is my shot day, best day of the week for me. Plus, I'm also making a video as to how I came out about being trans. So, without further ado, let me get started. Okay, so basically, growing up for me, like, I was always the tomboy. I wanted to, be outside all the time. I didn't really want to play with dolls. I didn't really want to do anything except for just pretty much, play basketball, play sports, get in the mud. I remember going out and shooting BB guns with my grandpa, and he's taught me a lot about, like, how to hunt, and pretty much everything I know about hunting I learned from him, which I greatly enjoy hunting. If you know me, you know that. I just like doing anything outdoors like that. I remember, going mushroom hunting with him, just stuff like that. It was just all fun stuff that we always did. So, like, I kind of knew from, like, an early age that, I didn't really feel comfortable in my body. But I also, whenever I was that young, I didn't know anything about, like, being able to be born in the wrong body. Like, I just thought, like, I'm a tomboy. I don't like playing with dolls. Stop, Bo. I don't like playing with dolls. I don't like doing anything like that. But as getting older and learning more about stuff, like, back in my, I want to say it was, like, sophomore year of high school. Junior or sophomore year. I started, like, talking to girls and started dating some. So at that time I had came out as lesbian. Like, that's just what I was, gonna go by. But as getting older and actually, like, especially with, like, the Caitlyn Jenner thing and meeting other trans guys, it has really helped me in kind of basically putting me together as a piece of who I should be. It's definitely really helped. I think as far as, like, coming out and being trans, it's kind of hard to do that with, like, family and whatnot, because, and even society, let's just say it's just hard, period, coming out, because you never know what your family's gonna say or what your friends are gonna say, and you can always just expect out of society to just be judged for who you are. No matter what town or city you come from, like, you automatically are just assumed to be what your physical expressions are. So as coming out as trans, it has helped me emotionally too. Like, I feel like I'm on top of the world. That's what it feels like to come out and start actually seeing the changes and whatnot after being on testosterone, which today would mark my, I think, 11th or 12th shot. I'll have to look. I'm not quite sure. 11th or 12th shot. But, I mean, as coming out, like, I pretty much, like, I was like, so basically, like, you guys remember ever asking me, this is how I came out to my family, like, because I was in Disney and Jessica and I had actually talked about it, and she wasn't really, like, okay with it at first, like, because I had mentioned it a couple times before, and I was like, so, like, I think I'm a guy, like, that's just how I feel, and everything, and she was like, well, I'm a lesbian for a reason and everything. It's kind of like more like pushed it off the table and just didn't really, care to talk about it or anything. So I just kind of kept pushing it down and down. But I think it got to the point of where some of my, acts that I do just pretty much are like, more masculine. And I think Jess finally figured that out. And whenever she did, she talked to me about it. And she's like, well, if it's what you really want to do, then let's do it. So that's how I got here today. And then whenever I came out to my family, I didn't want to do it through a text message. And I was really super nervous to do it in person. But I was like, so do you guys remember whenever you guys asked me whenever I was younger if I felt like I was a boy? And I said no. And they're like, yeah. I was like, okay, well, I feel like a boy. So basically, like, everyone was pretty much like, well, duh, we're not stupid. So that kind of made me feel good. I think it's a hard adjustment for the family, that's for sure. Like, I'm pretty sure it's probably just as hard for them as it is for me. I know that, like, for me, I would say that I've probably had an easier experience about it than most trans guys. Because I didn't have to wait that long after coming out to get on the testosterone, which I feel like is something that, like, a lot of guys, like, wait years to do. And I just couldn't take that anymore, you know. I was always depressed. I didn't really ever want to do anything, but after Jessica and I had talked about it, you know, we went, and actually one of my buddies, he actually had been telling me, like, how he had got started on T and everything, and then we looked up the doctor that he went to, and he's actually here in town, and he does informed consent. So we went to the doctor's office, got a I'm sorry, I'm tired. We got an appointment set up with them. I go in, and they did some blood tests and whatnot, and then he basically just was starting to kind of tell me, like, what the side effects of testosterone are and whatnot, and I was like, yeah, dude, like, just move on. Like, I've already did all the research possible on testosterone. Like, I was like, I'm gonna be sure before I went in there that this is something that I wanted to do and whatnot. So he just told me basically all that, and then we, probably about a week later, maybe about 2 weeks later, I got my first vial of testosterone, in which I was able to start, as soon as I got it. So I started it on Monday, so I feel like Monday is like the beginning of the week, and you always want to start the week out good, so it's going to be my favorite day of the week for the rest of my life since I'm going to be on testosterone, so that's definitely awesome. So that's pretty much my coming out story. As far as updates going on right now, I think my voice has dropped a little bit more, not too much, but it's definitely dropped. Oh, sorry. I didn't get off till 4 a.m. this morning. I'm tired. But, you know, as far as updates go, I just think my voice has gotten deeper. I feel like I'm losing hair, or my hair is thinning, I should say, because if you can't hardly see, but right in through here, it's like really like not there anymore. Like, it's there, but like it's like really thin compared to what I'm used to. And then this side over here is like freaking loads of hair, but I'm losing it on this side. So I don't know, but that is one of the side effects of testosterone. Let's see here. I think my facial down here is changing, going into a little bit more of like a square figure, which is awesome. I think my face is starting to thin down a little bit more, along with like my neck, you know, and my like shoulders up here and whatnot. Like, it's starting to get more of like the defined definition on there of being more broader and being more square in through here. Well, not square, but you know what I mean, like it going like this. Like, I'm starting to lose my love handles, which is awesome because I hate those suckers. Can't fit into half the damn jeans that you want to because your freaking hips. Like, either they're gonna be too loose around your hips and too long, or they're gonna fit around your hips and still be too long, or they're just not gonna fit at all and just gonna be too small. And I don't have time for that. So, that's awesome. I'm starting to get more like veiny. Like, obviously, if you probably can't tell. Sorry, my video quality sucks. I'm doing this from an iPhone 6. So, but my veins are starting to pop through a little bit more, even on the tops of my hands. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to get it to where I can, like, show you guys. But, anyways, I'm starting to get more veiny. Hair growth is freaking incredible. Like, it's crazy. You probably can't see, but my leg hair, oh yeah, you can't see. Oh, it looks nice. Anyways, leg hair is starting to get super dark, super thick, along with arm hair. you know, it's just kind of an ongoing process. I think last time I had checked, whenever I first started testosterone, my like arm hair really kind of stopped like right here. Now it's down past my tattoo, down here. It's not a lot of hair down there yet, but it's starting to come in a lot thicker and whatnot, which is absolutely awesome. The more hairier, the better. Just like my facial hair. I don't know if you can see it. Disregard my acne too. It's bad. I wash my face like 2 or 3 times a day. But you probably can't see it. It's kind of getting a little bit of a shadow there. I've not shaved it since my last video that I made, which was a week ago, and 2 days before that's when I shaved last. I decided I'm not going to shave it anymore. So, that's awesome. Armpit hair. I would show you, but I'm not wearing a shirt under this, so I'm not going to lift that up. But my happy trail is coming in, pretty decent. Along with, like, hair on my toes. I don't know how I feel about that, but I'm getting hair on my toes. So, and it's starting to come in pretty thick, too. Like, I don't even have my glasses on. If you guys know me, I'm blind as a bat without my glasses on. And I can see it from here, so it's pretty thick. What else? I think that's it. This is a pretty long video, but, you know, I think as far as, like, a lot of, like, as for me, like, I enjoy hearing coming out stories of other trans guys, so, you know, I kind of used it as inspiration on how to come out and stuff like that, just because a lot of trans guys, you know, they look to other fellow trans guys for support and anything like that. So, I really want to be involved in the community and, you know, helping out with that type of stuff, because I feel like that's something really big, is to be there for fellow trans guys, just like how I've had some there for me. So, I'm really trying to keep up on that, you know. I'm always here if any other fellow trans brothers need to talk, or anybody in general. So, let me end the video on a good note, and I will be posting another video around probably 3 o'clock or so, just of me doing my shot. So if you do not want to see a shot, do not watch the video. It's only going to be like a minute long or so. I'll just do a little introduction and whatnot. But it'll only be like a minute long or whatever. But it's going to be pretty neat, because I'm going to be playing like the best song in the world as I'm getting my shot. So, and you'll get to see Jessica do my shot too. So, alright, well, I will talk to you guys in a couple hours, and then I will probably not see you guys again until next Monday. Same time, same place. Peace out, Girl Scout.